Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I did not tell everybody I was going to be on, but I did it so that way I can have a video without really too many comments. You know, when everybody knows I'm on, then we have a lot of comments. And I know some of you guys want a video with no comments on it, so I didn't post that I was going to be live. Unless you follow, then you'll know that I'm going to be live if you have your notifications on. I want to show you my shirts that I bought from TJ Maxx, and then these are the shorts that I got two for like 20 or something like that. And I got these shirts in white, black, and this cute mauve color, and I like them a lot. Okay, so part 5. We didn't get to do part 5 because we all started talking and, you know, chit-chatting, which I love. I love when we do that. So again, part 5, I mentioned that I moved into the... Are the comments on though? Okay. Excuse me. Part 5, we mentioned that I moved to the San Juans. I got my housing, and I started doing good. Again, you guys, I didn't let everybody know I was going to be live because I don't want to have a lot of questions. Because I want people, some people like the videos with no questions, no comments, I mean. Questions. So I didn't tell everybody I'll be here. So the ones that are subscribed, you guys got a notification. Hi guys. Ten, 14, 16, 9, 2, 3, 5, 7, 6, and 8. 12, 11, 1, 13, 18, 15, 4. Where's number 12? What is it, mommy? Oh, wow. 12. Oh, great. I'm going to have to look up, see what number 12 is. Wait, was this number? Number 12? Nope, I don't have number 12 right now. Hey guys. Got it back out of live chat and hit the like button. Yeah. Okay, so let's skip number 12 because I don't know number 12 is at. 7 and 9. Number 9 and number 7. Where's number 9? Okay, number 9 must be this blue one. Oh, wait a minute. Number 9, number 15. Oh, I was making that for the other lady. Okay, so then number 9. So what did I do? Did I take her bracelet? Uh-oh. This is where I was missed. This is what I was worried about. Getting confused with orders because people were asking me to change them. What is that, number 9? Yeah, 9 and 15. I'm making number 9 and 15 again. Oh, this is for Yvonne. So I did do Yvonne's number 9 and 15. I'm like, wait a minute, am I on the same thing? Okay, that makes a big difference to scratch that off, Gigi, because then you're gonna be back on the same videos. See what happened earlier? I was on video and somebody wanted to change, like, move their order faster for a funeral, and now it just has me all off track. Whenever I move something around and lose track, just not scratching off like the numbers makes a big difference because you're going back to the same number. I can't find number 12, so let me go to number 7 and 9. 7 and 9 are these beautiful beads. So, and then they're gonna get the big eyes. And I have these big eyes on here. Pink and a blue. So I have pink and a blue. Oh, and a blue. Okay, so part 5, we're talking about me getting housing, leaving the ranch, my aunt and them literally paying my rent a little, you know, buying me things for the house, and just one day they just disappeared. They took off. They didn't answer my phone calls. They just helped me get situated, helped me get in, and just left me there. And I went to work. I was cleaning houses. I was trying to do anything I could to stay, to be able to do whatever I had to do. Like I said, one day she just was there for me. Next minute she was gone, took off. This is the aunt that eventually one day just caused gets power of attorney over us, and then I go to like a rehab, but for mental health as well, and take myself in there because again I'm hearing things, seeing things, and I'm using. Mostly that happens when you use. And so I decided to take myself in there, detox, and I was getting ready to go to court for prison, and you know, I wanted to get myself clean on the right meds because I had been off meds for so long because I was abusing and using. And so I decided to do that for myself. I owed it to myself to get clean. You know, the last thing you want to do is get locked up and have to detox. Detox is so hard on your body. 1, it can cause you to have seizures. 2, it can really mess up your train of thought because you're like, you hallucinate. Kind of feel like you're on a desert with no drinks, no nothing, and you just like, it's hard. And me feeling the way I felt like, what's wrong? Sissy, I have to work, Sissy. I have to do these videos, Mom. Why you get in there if you don't want to be in there? Up, up. Let me check pamper. Let's change your pamper real fast. Your pamper. Right there. Laundry just got done. Got to get switched. Hey, if you're gonna be hyper, you go lay with Daddy. If you wanna be hyper, you go lay with Papa. Yeah, if you're gonna be hyper and crying, you go with Papa. Cause I have stuff to do. Honey's already laying down watching TV. If you guys are tired or whatever, Papa's there. There's no work tomorrow, so you guys can go be with Daddy. But let me do what I have to do. I have to make my videos. I have to finish orders. So please, let me do what I need to do, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, guys. So, okay. So yeah, when you go through withdrawals, you literally feel like you are like in a different dimension. You literally feel like you are hallucinating. For some, I don't remember everything, but I remember when people would tell me about it. My kids always had a bedtime at that age. They were in bed by 8. I don't know how you deal with it. Well, they're not your kids, so. And And there's their dad. You hear him right there burping? That's their dad. And they don't have school. They don't go to school. So they're not on the schedule. So yeah, thank God this isn't your house. So as I was saying, so yeah, you guys, I totally didn't know what was happening until other people would tell me like afterwards, like you were acting this way, whatever. So again, I didn't want to go away and have to deal with that. Did you feel like alone when with your baby in other outlet that's working? I don't understand what you mean, honey. Can you help me understand? Did you feel like being alone with your baby and no other outlet than working with your tia was a trigger to you? I don't know what you're saying. My kids are up right now too. You guys, for some reason, again, like I said, people have been all week long trying to bash me as a mom, bash me as what my kids do, bash me at anything, compare me to their house, compare me to their kids, compare me to everything. And I'm sorry, you guys, my kids are off limits. I don't care if it's bedtime. I don't care if it's morning time. My kids are just off limits. Like, you should not compare what you do to your house and my house. It should not be a topic. And it might come off rude, but you guys, like, enough is enough. Stop always trying to tell someone what to do with their kids. It's just not right. Pink, light pink. Oh, I didn't get this pink, right? I just don't understand people get the courage to sit there and say, well, let me tell her about her kids. I'm not bashing. I'm just said it would have been hard for me. You're basically still comparing me, honey. You're still bashing. You're still bashing, mama. If you think you're not, you still are. You're basically trying to say your kid should be in bed. No sugarcoating around it. All right, come on, let me read your comment. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to read too many comments because a lot of girls don't like when I read the comments. They want just like the story to come out clean. I don't know if I should do these light colors. I kind of like the dark color theme. Okay, let's just put this to the side. So you're saying with my tia, you're saying my kids would be up. I didn't have school either. My kids are teens and the youngest is 9. They don't have a bedtime. You guys, I don't know if she was judging or not. It could just be me. I'm just on edge. Everybody's been like really like harassing, and it's just becoming, it's a bit overwhelming when they are, 1, messaging my family, 2, calling CPS, and 3, calling my kids' names. So I am on edge right now with anybody saying anything about my kids. Like, my kids are just off limits. There's no if, ands, or buts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what is it? Like a little bit of everything. Okay, so let's do. Uh-oh, I think I'm doing it wrong, you guys. Okay, let me finish telling you guys. So, you guys, there's not a lot of people here because I didn't share that I was going to be live. So that's why there's not a lot of people here. So, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't understand your question. I'm trying to do this at the same time. So anyways, yeah, you guys. So like afterwards, like after like I would get done like withdrawing, like people would tell me like, oh, you were doing this, you were talking to yourself, whatever. And that's why I don't understand if it was because I was sick or because I already had mental health issues. Like, I would see things, hear things already, you know? So that's why, too, like, I didn't know what was happening, like, sometimes. But, again, whatever. So, yeah, I wanted to get myself ready for, you know, gonna go do my time. Well, as that goes by, I literally started feeling more and more stressed because, where are we on? Oh, you know, yeah. So my point is with my aunt. That's what we're talking about, my aunt. That's why I don't understand why my aunt did that when she was the one who got power of attorney over us and told me to go, you know, do my time and not worry. That's why I'm so confused how they end up, you know, like getting together and taking my son from me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know how that happened because she would get mad when I would go to work and I would leave my kid at home, like leave my kid with her, and like when I would come home, like, hey, they didn't answer the phone, so I could pick up the baby. And she's like, what do you mean answer the phone? You don't leave your baby with nobody. When you come off work, you go get your baby. Like, you don't sit there and leave. That's why I'm confused, because she was the main one, like, jumping down my throat. Like, you need to pick up the baby after work. You don't leave your baby home. You go right, you tell her, I got to pick up the baby, you know? So that's why I was really confused at how they end up getting together and getting my baby from me. So anyways, time goes on. I'm living out there in the San Juans. I'm doing good. Then I meet these guys, you know, because I was trying to clean houses. I was trying to do laundry. I knew how to do hair back then, like braids, French braids, and things like that. And, you know, I would do my own hair and they would like it. And they're like, can you do my hair? So I would make money, you know. And, of course, I see the other girls. They're like, you know, they have, like, people that would come and, like, sell, like, makeup half price, cheese straightener. And one day I was sitting there. My son, was in like a little walker thing, and the lady came, showed up, right, and she had like stuff to sell, and she's like, you want anything? I was like, no, you know, because I didn't have money. Like I was like struggling, you guys. I was literally struggling. And my friend at the time, her name was Crystal Salazar, she was like, get something, I got you, girl. Like she goes, I got money, and she had all this money. I'm like, dang. And like my mom, like growing up, like we come from a small place, like where I'm at, so you don't ask about money. You don't ask, can someone buy you something? Like you don't do that. It's rude. Like you don't have, you don't have. Like if I would go somewhere, like my mom, like don't ask for nothing, don't say nothing, don't, you know what I mean? Like, and so when someone would be like, I would just sit back, like, you know, ice cream man would come, they would get stuff. Like I didn't have anything, but my baby was little too, so it makes me want to cry, you guys. Like I suffered, like I struggled hard. He had like an ugly beat up walker that my tia had from her kid and her kids and her kids. Like it was so like I don't know what the seat looked like it was so bad. Like, and she was like, get some stuff, like I got you. And I didn't know how to wear makeup, because his dad used to be really mean to me, like hurt me, like, you know what I mean. I have so many incidents that I could tell you. Like I didn't know how to use makeup. Like my son's dad, his brother's girlfriends would like help me cover up like the marks on me. Like I didn't know how to do anything. That's how it was in my house. And don't touch nothing. Like, and my mom used to always tell me, like, if you don't have money for it, then we don't have it, you know. So when she would offer, like, I would feel like scared, because like in my mind I still had my mom in my head, like not to take anything, like, you know, because you know you just don't do that. You guys, please, you guys, if you like this video, let me know that you guys like these videos and that you guys want to see these videos. If you like the video, it's for free. I don't make money from it. I don't benefit from it. All it is telling me, yes, Gigi, I like it. I want more videos. That's all. And it's free. Just like it. And follow, so that way when I come on, you get notifications. That's it. You don't have to do nothing else. You don't got to watch ads. If you don't want to watch the ads, you don't got to do anything. Just like it, so I know that you guys like the videos. So yeah, so she like told me, her friend, like, hey, like, because one day we were there, like I was sitting in the dark. You guys, it makes me want to cry. One day I was just sitting in the dark. It was hot. It was hot. Texas gets hot. Texas gets real hot. And I was sitting outside, like you could tell I was outside, because I had like a little phone, a little screen, and I was sitting, it was so hot, and the baby was crying all day because it had been so hot. I didn't have AC, I didn't have anything. And it finally got cooled down, so like I opened the screens, and my house was dark always, because my tia would tell me, unplug this, turn off the lights. If your bill gets over this, I'm not paying it, you know. Don't let your haters get you down. Thank you. Mommy. Sorry guys, I'm just frustrated a little bit. What's wrong, baby? Sorry guys, I'm just frustrated a little bit. And my house was all dark, and she came over, and she's like, like the B word, BITCH. She's like, what are you doing out here? Like, she goes, why is it dark? And I was just like, nothing. I was just sitting there with the baby and just rocking him, and
And I said, he's just been crying all day, like, it's hot, you know. And she goes, you don't have an AC? And I was like, no. And she's like, I can get you one. Like, my boy gets them. I was like, no, I can't afford it, you know. And I told her, like, my tia pays my bills right now, so I can't, I'm not allowed to have one, you know. She told me not to have one. And it was scary because my aunt would just show up one day. Like, for some reason, like, I would, Sue, you're gonna drop this on your head. For some reason, like, they wouldn't answer me. And then, like 2 days or like a day before rent was due, then they would show up and, like, help me pay my bills, you know. Like, where's the mail? Like, where's the mail, you know? Like, she would tell me, like, if unless you're gonna pay the bill, don't open the bill. Like, so I wouldn't even know how much my bills were, you know. What's wrong? What's wrong? What? Up, up. She said up, up. So she would just tell me, like, what, mommy? No, you're not eating that. No, 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 no. No. No chocolate, no candy, no. Yeah, it's beads. Bracelets. I'm going to make you a new one right now. I'm going to do you next, okay? Yeah, those are for the girls. Putty. You want one of these putty ones? I got you some real crystals right here. Look at. I got you this pretty one. It finally came in. It came in a couple days ago. Look at. It's your birthstone. Making you for your birthday. You're next. I'm going to make you a pretty one. It's going to be so pretty. Let me see. Oh, that's going to be pretty. You guys, look at. It's a real crystal. It's from the Swarovskians. So, and she's like, how come you don't come to my house? Like, she's like, how come you don't come to my house? Like, she's like, don't sit out there. And then she's like, let's go get something to eat. Like, she used to have all types of guys. Like, nice cars, come pick her up. You know what I mean? Like, I was always scared to talk to anybody because I was scared my baby's dad was going to find out where I was at. And she would tell me, like, let's go eat. And I'm like, no. And she would just be like, come on. But I didn't want to stay. I didn't have money. And then, you know, one day she just came. She was a good friend to me. She was a real good friend to me. One day she just came and she was just like, it was her and another girl named Crystal. They were friends too. And she said, this is my friend Crystal. They call her Chaparra. And we're just hanging out. And she just said, who's that in the truck? I said, my tia. And she's like, oh, okay. And she goes, what's up with them? I'm like, nothing. They come and they pay my rent. She goes, how much is your rent? I said, 25. She goes, oh, okay. I said, she pays my light too. I said, and she's like, is that why you're always in the dark? I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm not, if I go over, they're not going to pay it. And I don't have no other help, you know? At the time when I left Michigan, when my mom was here, like, I just thought my mom hated me. I just thought my mom hated me because when I left, all she did was call to ask what shoes I had on. She was mad because when I left, I took her shoes. Like, I just thought my mom hated me for so many years. Something happened to me when I was here. And I told my mom and she didn't believe me. So I just always thought my mom hated me or she thought I was lying or something. But I still say the same story. Like, my story hasn't changed. So then I just told her, like, I said, I used to do house cleaning with my tia, and then she just stopped coming to get me. So I don't have any, you know, money or anything. I said, I don't have any help. I said, like, my dad was like, I don't know, my dad, you guys, for some reason, I can't remember, like, what? What do you want? I'm crying. For some reason I can't remember where my dad was. That's why I say, like, I love my dad because my dad was a good dad. When I say he's a good dad, like, my dad was always a supportive dad no matter what I did. You know, my dad's never had a bad bone in him. Like, hey, I need you to go because you're just making so much noise I can't think. Like, my dad, I don't have a bad memory that my dad ever, like, spanking us. Hey, go with daddy. You're being loud. Don't be loud. Where's the remote so she can get that out of there for you. Break that phone. Give me 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 that phone now. So why are you putting that inside the bottom of the phone? Give me that. Give me that right now. Give me that. You just had it right in here doing something. This is not your phone to break. Hey, get the controller. Find a controller. You have the controller left. Check behind the skull. Put it on her low, please. On the low channel. So, anyway, sorry, guys. So, yeah, so I just told her, like, yeah, my tia pays my bill. She was like, I know. She's like, oh. Stop it, please. Hey, get the controller to put the TV on. Please. Help mom. You want to go to jumping tomorrow, but you don't want to help mom. Check behind the skull. See if the remote control's there. Just put something on for Princess, the big skull. That way she could watch a cartoon and just relax. So, yeah, I explained to her, like, this is my aunt. They come, they pay my rent, they pay my light, you know, and I used to clean houses. And then I guess it's just easy for her not to pick me up because I'm out of the way. I'm from Pleasanton. And, you know, we do this. And then she's like, oh no, she's like, girl, I got you. Like, let me hook you with one of my friends. She goes, all you gotta do is just wait by the door and people will come. They send them to you. And I was just like, you know, well, what is it? She goes, it's nothing. She goes, you're just gonna give them. They're gonna tell you what to give them and you give them. And I'm just like, okay, you know, because again, you guys, like, like my son, like, he was a chubby baby. Like, I think I showed you guys pictures. He was a big baby.
Hey,
so
that's not my weight.
No, I'm not talking about your weight. He's like, don't talk about my weight. I'm not talking about your brother. I don't want you on camera. I don't want you on camera. So he, buddy, find the remote control, please. Watch that back, Chaz, that back. Put that back on there. Gotta take those back, baby. Those cost a lot of money, and you're taking that package off. They don't fit you. Lord Jesus. So, anyways. Okay, buddy, just go with Dad with her. Take her over there with you and Dad. Go to Dad's room. Take her. Put the TV on. I'm working. Okay, turn the TV on. Tell Dad I said to watch you guys. I'm doing something. So, yeah, so she was like, okay, let me help you. I said, okay. No. Until you find a remote control and help, then no. So, she started talking to me. She started helping. Thank God for mothers. Never. What was that? Never ending task. So she, like I said, my baby was big. So those baby jars, like, they only do so much. Like, you know what I mean? And I always feel like he was crying because he was hungry still. And my tia would tell me, like, you know, like, feed him this, put half with water, put in his bottle, you know, like, she would tell me what to do, like, use rice. Like, that's the only kid that I use WIC with, and I used everything from the WIC, you know what I mean? My tia would pick it up, my tia would drop it off, and she would tell me, and she would, like, measure it out, this is for this day. Like, I was literally, like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I was literally trapped. Like, I was trapped in this small apartment, 1 bedroom. No, it's 2 bedroom. I'm trapped because one, I don't know anybody. I don't have money. I don't have car. I don't have nothing. And you know, I'm just literally like, basically, I was just living to survive. Like, I was waking up, sitting in that house, and it's hot all day, just sitting there. Just, you know, I would put the bath on for the baby just so he could play in the bathtub because it was too hot to be outside. And, you know, I've always been like that. Just stay to yourself. Stay to yourself. Can't nothing go wrong. Was I wrong? So I was, Sissy, don't put that in your head. You're going to crash into the wall. Buddy, don't hide from her, please, buddy. She's looking for you. So yeah, she helped me. She told me that I got a couple things from one of the guys, and they started helping me, you know, make a little bit of money. So I really didn't know at first what was happening. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was in there, what was anything. You know, I was just happy that, I remember I made like maybe $100, and I was so happy. Like, and she's like, you want to go to the store with us? I'm like, yeah, because I had money. I remember going to Walmart with them, and you guys, I was so happy. Like, I remember getting soda, like, buying the baby, like, 2 new outfits. But my tia came, and I wasn't home. And I didn't have a phone like that. I had, like, the phone where you can, don't hit her, that you could text only. And my tia came, and I wasn't home. and she just left the box outside of what she was bringing. What did I just tell you? Sydney, find the remote to get this TV going. You had the remote last. Let's go. Look on the counter right here. Hurry, look on the counter right here. Hurry, buddy, come on. I'm on video and you guys are just fighting and crying. Put that down. Leave that alone. Leave that alone, Sin. Where's the Sydney, go. Did you check behind the skull over here?
Yes,
Dad, where's the remote? Did you see the remote? Find this remote, Royal, please, to put on cartoons. Check under this pillow. Check under here. Look for it where you have it at. You guys always have it. You're always fighting for it. Go with Dada. Tell Daddy to put Gabby Playhouse for you. Go. But I had fun that day, you guys. I remember like it was yesterday. We went shopping. I got the baby 2 outfits. And one of the outfits that he's in, I have a picture of him in it. So that day I was out there and I met some kids out there because they saw the baby and they're just like, oh, he's a cute baby. They kept saying, is he Chinese? Because he was really like, he had really like slanted eyes. His dad looks really slanted. And they were just like, is he Chinese? And he had these big old cheeks, you guys. I mean, they were so big. Like, his mouth was so little because his cheeks were just so big. I mean, like just, I don't know how to explain. Like, it was just big cheeks. And they're like, is he Chinese? I'm like, no. And so her name was Adela and her kids. So they started helping me, like, with him. Like, you know, they started being nice. And they would, like, you know, they had one baby. And so we would, like, all hang out at my house. I noticed they never invited me to the house because they had a lot of roaches, like a lot of roaches. You ever go to someone's house and they just fall on you? Like, it was like that bad. So they never really invited me to the house. But we all just started hanging out around there. And pretty soon, like, I was like, everybody was around there. Like, I started doing better. Like, everybody was always helping. That's what I'm saying. Like, the way people are now, it's not the same. Like, back then, like, everybody would like help, like, you know, hey, let's get soda and let's get the kids some pizza, and like everybody would like, I got this and I have that, like, you know, it wouldn't be like, well, I bought this much and I give this much, this is mine. It wasn't like that. It was like, let's pitch in. As long as the kids had a slice, everybody had a slice of drink, and that was good, you know. Not like now. It's like, I paid for this and I paid for that and I don't want this. And yeah, like, it was really like, I love that building because at that time they were knocking down the San Juans, and it was just like this little patch by the office because the pool and everything was new. Like, there was just this little patch. And like, when I tell you, everybody was so like nice there and so like helpful. Like, somebody would, like, someone had a washer and everybody could go wash over there, you know. And she was elderly, so she would just be like, look, my bills are covered from the city, from the state, like, I'm good, but just cook for me. So if I would go wash, I would bring her like, hey, this is what I made, you know, whatever. And she's like, okay, you know. And then I would do a load of laundry, but I never pushed it. I just washed and I would just hang my clothes up because I was washing in the bathtub. Like, that's how hard it was for me. Like, it was like, I struggled. I got beat in the relationships that I was in. Like, I was homeless. Like, I had to do things I didn't want to do. Like, it struggled. Even in our day, it was strong. And now, so then like I said, we started hanging out. We all started like really helping each other. And then one day she's like, let's go out. And I was like, no, like my aunt, because I was scared of my family, you guys, because like, you, if you come from a small family and you get hit, like, you're scared. I was scared. I got hit and I was scared of my tias. I was scared of my mom. Like, I was scared because that's how they were. Like, that's how they communicated, is with hitting. And that's why I say, like, I won't discipline my kids. I mean, like I said, now I'm not saying like I just got beat up for fun. Like, I got hit because I didn't do what I was supposed to do the right way or something, you know. They're just like, you should have did this and this wouldn't have happened. If you would have switched the clothes, they wouldn't smell, you had to wash it again. Now you're wasting washing powder or washing soap. Back then it was a lot of powder. So just like little things. I don't know how they can lose that. I don't know how they can lose the controller. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And that's why I tell everybody, don't touch nothing if you're not going to pay attention. And he had the controller last. That's why I took the phone for him, because he doesn't care as long as he has something. And he could check over here. He's not looking. He could check the things. He had it last. He turned it on. He had it last. I can't find the milk show. So anyways, time goes on. And my baby's getting bigger. And she's like, let's go out. And I decided to go out. So I started going out with her, and I started going, you know, dancing, because I used to go out with my grandma dancing. We used to do that, so I was kind of happy, you know, like to finally get out and do something. And we would go out, and then we would have so much fun. We would go to Sharky's, we would go to Cuatraces, Camaroncito, Casas. Like we would have fun. Like we would go out, and I would drink a little bit here and there. I didn't breastfeed that long, so he was. That's why I said he was a big baby. Like his mouth was so little. Like it was like to put something in it. It looked like it was like hard.
Blankies too, Mama.
So then time goes on, and we're all doing good, right? We're making money. Like I have never seen so much money. Like we were making a lot of money. And then this guy comes out of jail, and he's just like, ain't nobody doing this, ain't nobody doing that. By the time this is going on, I've already like caught people's eyes, like different people's eyes, because the girls would make money, but they would only like, you know, do so much, because she would go to her mom's a lot. My friend Crystal, she would be like, I'm going to my mom's. I'm like, all right. So it would just be me there. What? No, Sydney, you're the only one that has it. It's obvious. You probably took it to your room. You probably took it. It could be under the sofa. It could be in there. It could be under these blankets, but you're not looking. I don't want you in Grandpa's room. Out of Grandpa's room. So she was like, this is just not a good story time. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. These people just don't know how to do things without me. Unless I get up and do it, they're not doing it, but I'm not doing that. They're going to have to find it on their own. So, so yeah, so she's at her mom's a lot, you know. I think she has one baby at the time, and then she got pregnant later on. And they're at their mom's a lot, so I'm by myself. Well, somehow, some way, my dad is on the east side of San Antonio. I'm on the west side. Somehow, some way, me and my dad start talking, and my dad is doing what I'm doing, but in the east side. Well, one of the guys that was from the east side came to the west side and saw what I was doing, and he was like, oh, we can come over here. Well, so I was already with these people, and the person that she was with, he had disappeared, but I guess he came back out. Hey mama, how are you doing, family? Could be better, but I'm happy we're doing okay. So then so we were doing good, whatever. When that guy came on, he was like, nobody's gonna be doing nothing over here. So I told those guys, hey, this guy's out. I can't do nothing no more. Come get your stuff. He's like, oh, it don't work that way. No, it's not the girls. This is not the girls. This is not the group. This is not the group. This is something else. And right now, people are being mean. I don't want you on camera, please. People are being real mean. They're saying mean stuff about you.
I want to get my Andrea drink red baby juices. Wait.
Okay, baby. I'm sorry, baby. You can't say hi to the girls right now. Some people are being super mean, and I don't want them saying stuff about you, because you're beautiful and you're smart. You know that?
Yeah, I don't count to eight. How much numbers just take out again? How much numbers did I count?
You know how to count to 10. And
yeah.
You're still
I just give for all the numbers. Count it again. Went down to right, Mama?
We'll learn. We'll get there. Don't worry. That's why you got school. So so he comes and he's like,
Mama,
no.
Mama, Uncle Beach.
They're put away.
Who is it?
In the room.
Oh.
So he's like, yeah, nothing. And this guy, you're not doing nothing over here. So the other guys are like, I told him, like, hey, come get your stuff. Like, we're done. Like, this guy's out, like, you know. And he comes and he's like, yeah, it don't work that way. Like, we're not stopping. Like, here, you're gonna do it. And I'm like, he just said no.
Say something about the cop.
Yep, that's what I told you. When I kept saying, remember when I kept saying, if you don't got the views, don't say my name? And what did they do? They posted their views. That shows you are making profit off my name. Copyright. I'll talk to you a little bit. I'm on YouTube. If you want to share me, you can share me on YouTube. It's pretty steady. Everybody's real chill right now. Bye. I knew it. In time, it will be clashing. Sorry guys. So you guys, one day we're at the house. It's funny too because the people that I get into it with, somehow later down the line, they tell the person that I meet later on who I marry, they tell him, who's my ex-husband now, they tell them, yeah, we got into it with these. What, Papa? No, because you won't find this for Sue. Check under here. Pick those blankets back up after you look. Check under this thing. You had, buddy, look at me. Buddy, listen, when you had the milk, where did you go? Did you go to the restroom? You guys are the only one who had the milk. Check under this pillow good. Check under here. Check those orange things. Check under there. Y'all not looking. Unless you find the milk, you can't have a phone. Cause you're not gonna just have yourself on the phone and my baby don't have nothing. Put my phone thing down. Cindy, I really want you to go to bed because I really feel like you're not even trying to find this. Look at it. Right there. What did I tell you? What did I just tell you? You guys, right on the chair. Right on the chair. My dad came, looked in a circle. They came, looked in a circle. They don't move nothing. Give me that. That's what I'm telling you. It's right there on the chair. My dad came. I don't see it. I don't see it. All I did was push the cushion. That's it. Sit down, bud. Already. Stop walking around. Have a seat. The day's done. Night's done. Wind down. Relax. That's it. Done. Y'all ate something. Y'all already went to the potty. If y'all want to take a bath, you can take a bath. That's it. Have a seat. Watch TV. You're done. That's it. No more snacks. No more nothing. If you're still hungry, go to bed with Dad. Tomorrow's a new day. And tomorrow we're going to go somewhere. Sorry, guys. So then, maybe, if you keep acting right, you're not acting right.
Oh, yes, iPads.
Nope, nothing yet. There's your phone. So yeah, anyway, sorry guys. Hey. I love how you do your messy bun. If you don't mind me asking, when is your next live on Saturday? I'll be on Spoiled Saturday. What's today, you guys? I can't stand when I don't get notifications. Did you hit the bell? The notifications? Friday. Tomorrow I'll be on Spoil. Man, the stay-at-home mom life is rough, Gigi. I am for 2 years. I can't wait through with it. Okay, so when you go to the video, you have to do this, though. You have to do this. See, if you guys want to have notifications. Right there, put it right there. So you're going to go to my page. You're going to go to my video. And next to it, where you click the name. Oh, I can't show it on my video because let me go to someone else's video. It's better there. Okay, so when you go to the subscribe, you're going to hit again. What is going to say get notifications and hit the bell. You have to hit the bell. You can't just subscribe. So, yeah. So one day we're at my friend's house and we're all chilling. Well, we just see a lot of people running around. Oh, yeah. So the people that we get into it with, how about they tell the story to my future husband, ex-husband now, somehow. So before I even met him, he already knew who I was. Keep that in mind. So we go, right, and we're at my homegirl Crystal's house, and we just see, like, people running, and we hear noises. We're like, at this time by now, you guys, I already have a Cadillac. I already had 2 cars, a white Cadillac with a blue drop-top cloth. My peanut butter cup seats. I have a picture of me in the back seat of my Cadillac with the baby. And then I have I have this long purple Cadillac, which gets messed up by my future and my ex-husband now, because they go to Corpus Christi, and they get into it with people, and they literally, I love these YouTube lives. Facebook just seemed, it's the same thing here, girl. Same thing. Hectic here, hectic here. My kids are my main concern. Is this when you was, baby? If you guys, like, I don't understand the language y'all use sometimes. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand the language y'all use sometimes. Like, I don't understand. Like, if this is the, if you understand the story, it's like, why even? I don't know. I'm glad you came to YouTube, do videos. It's 2:15 a.m. Gigi, it's 2:15 a.m. Where? Oh, damn. Make sure you, okay. So there's like a lot of chaos. Thanks a lot, Gigi. I just finished watching your other live video. I was gonna sleep now. I'm not gonna, thank you. So yeah, you guys, so there's a lot like going on, and like we hear people screaming. I'm just like, and like we just hear people banging on the door. Why are we awake? I don't know. We hear baby banging on the door. They're like, and they're asking for me. They're like, where's Gigi at? Like, where's Gigi? And I'm just like, and they're like, open the door, and they're like banging on the door. I'm just like, because now we're at my friend Adela's house, and they're at Crystal's house. When I tell you, they're like passing things through the window. They're like, people are screaming. Like, it was just crazy. Like, there was like oozing out. I was just like, what is happening? All I know, my friend Adela said, start your car. Like, start your car. Get the baby. Get out of here. And I'm like what? Like, what? Because we're watching Gigi. And she's like, start your car and you're gonna run out of here. I'm like, where? Like, how? She goes, they're on the other side of the building. He goes, you're gonna go through this back door. And I'm just like, no, I can't. It's too far. Like, in my mind, it was far. It wasn't that far. I'm like, oh my God, it's too far. And she's like, no, you're gonna run. She goes, I'm gonna keep him out the door. And like I'm scared. For some reason, they were looking for me, even though like I was like, hey, I don't want to do this. I can't do this. Because they had chocolate chip cookies and they had sugar cookies, and they both wanted to, you know, I had chocolate chip cookies and sugar cookies, and they both wanted, but this person got greedy. They came from the east side, wanted sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies, and cut them out, so they got mad, and they took it out on me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got nothing to do with this, it's them. Like, none of this is mine. Like, I'm not even, like, I'm giving you guys all the money, like, none of this is mine. So they're just like, it was just crazy. Sure enough, she swung that, she goes, run! And I was just like, with the baby, like, I was running, like, you guys, I had no shoes on. I had, like, a long t-shirt on. And I just ran, like, I literally just ran through the baby in the car. I was, like, reversing out. Like, all of a sudden, I just see everybody running around this side. And I don't know what's happening over here because I'm already, finally caught you live. I don't know what's happening, you know, because I'm already in the car, like, running this way. And, like, I just see everybody. The next thing you know, I just see everybody coming this way. I'm, like, trying to leave with my car so long. Happy I caught you live. Thank you guys, thank you. And so that happens, I take off. I have nowhere to go. But my friend Crystal, and I go to her mom's house. That's how I got into my necklace. The necklace I wear, that's how I got into it, because of her mom. Her mom taught me everything about it. And because of her, since that day, I've been, OMG, my heart is dropping out. Girl, it was crazy. It was so much of everywhere, just everywhere, like this color, like everywhere. Just, I was just like, what is happening? Like, people were literally fighting over, like, you hear it in the shows, movies, you hear people talk about it, but then when you're like in between of it, it's just like, so that happens. And for some reason they evict Crystal, I guess because that's where they found the TOY, and they were just like, why is this in your house? I don't know how it got in there. They passed it through something. They were holding, I don't know. It was just a lot of stuff. Somebody went to jail, like, for years, like 15 years. Like, it was just a lot of stuff. And I was just like, how does this even happen? So, were they trying to get... I don't know. They just kept calling for me, asking for me. Like, everybody kept asking, where was I? Like, you know, I think what it was, the communication was, she knows who they are. So, like, this was happening to their house. So, they wanted to know who they are to happen to their house. And I wasn't saying anything. So, it was kind of like, she's not talking, but she knows. You know, and I was just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know their names. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, you know. You know, you go to jail for not snitching, and that's exactly what happened. I was getting threatened because I was not snitching, because I just felt like it was a lose-lose. It was a lose-lose, and no matter what, if I said something, if I didn't, it was a lose-lose, like, you know. And I just said, you know what, I was gone. So like a couple weeks went by. I go back to go get my stuff because it's obvious I can't live there no more. I thought they were gonna kick me out too. They didn't kick me out, but it was already too late. By the time I got the notice if I was getting kicked out or not, I was already moved. So they were like, oh, you didn't kicked out. I'm like, I already moved to another apartments already. I'm not on housing, so now the work even harder and paying like 500 and something in rent, whatever. And so I moved. Dang, what are those apartments called? It was like, okay, the San Juans are here. You cross the track and you go down, and it's like those apartments right there. I forgot what they're called. I don't know what they're called. It's over the track. It's over the train track. I forgot what they're called. Like I live right downstairs in a pretty duplex, you guys. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. I gotta rewind a little bit. So back then, when I was hanging out with some of my friends, when my son's dad was in jail, he had friends. And those friends had pen pals. Well, when he left, I guess they looked through his stuff and they had pen pals of his number. So somebody had my number. So during that time, I thought the guy that was writing to me was his friend because that's how he acts. Come to find out, he wasn't friends. So I ended up writing to him a couple times and gave him my number. So when he got out, he hit me up. At this time, I was already not with my baby's dad anymore because it was too crazy. So he ends up hitting me up one day and he's like, hey, like, what's up with you? I'm like, chilling. He's like, hey, my little sister wants to meet up with you. Like, her and my grandma are bumping heads. Like, go take out my sister. Pick up my sister. You guys, this whole time I thought they were black. Like, you know, from the pictures I've seen him and everything, I thought he was like mixed or black, you know. And the whole time they're Mexican. But she just did her hair like she would put like knickknackers on him, like do little twist with the knickknackers on them. So, and I always thought they were black. They just, you know, I didn't know. And then one day she's like, we were doing something and talking about something, and I'm like, oh, your baby's gonna be so pretty with curly hair. She was like, I don't have curly hair. I said, you don't have curly hair? And she's like, no, because she was talking to this guy. She wants to get pregnant, this and that. I said, your baby's gonna be so pretty, curly hair. And she's like, no. She's like, she goes, my hair's straight. She goes, I do it like this. I said, how? She goes, I do coils like this, fingers. She goes, I hold them. And I'm like, I said, oh, I said, your brother's hair? She goes, no, he cuts his hair like that. I said, how did he cut his hair curly? She goes, those are called waves. I said, but I always seen waves, but always on black boys' hair. And I was like, how do you do that? I guess the way they cut it made it look like he had waves. And the pictures, you know, the picture's kind of blurry as old picture. Because he sent me pictures of him. And I'm just like, so then one day I meet their grandma, and she's Mexican. And I meet the dad, and he's Mexican. Look just like me. I'm like, I said, so is your mom mixed? She goes, no. She goes, we're not mixed. We're full Mexican. I'm like, this whole time I thought you guys were black. And she's like, no. I'm just like, so this whole time, her name was Elaine. This whole time I thought she was black. And I was just like, for years, because I knew her for a while, because he would always tell me, hey, I just talked to my sister, and you know, she got kicked out of school, can you pick her up? You know, and I would go pick her up, because again, I didn't have no friends or family. Like, the family I did have, they didn't care for me, they didn't, you know. So I would go to her house a couple times. Like, after I left from there, I would go to her house a couple times and hang out there. And I remember, it's kind of sad what happened to them, because her mom passed away because her red and white blood cells, they separated. Baby, you're still eating? Baby, you're gonna get sick, my love?
Me?
Papi's still over there eating, finding junk.
But look at...
Please, stop. He's a bleh.
Dad.
Yes, look at her. Look at her, babe, right now. Look at her, baby.
Will you put some root beers in for me?
Yeah, Daddy did.
Oh,
My dad put root beers in there. He goes, I put root beers. My daddy did. They're lovely. My dad always keeps that refrigerator full of drinks. That's one thing I cannot complain about. Yeah, so. Oh yeah. So then, it's kind of sad what happened to them. So she wanted to go live her life, you know, and her grandma was not having it. She would have them, and the brother just went to prison for. His name is Danny Barragan. You can look it up in San Antonio. He was all about his cars. I just don't understand how he did that. He was about racing cars. They both were into cars. Danny Barragan. Um, um, so yeah, she ended up calling CPS on herself because she didn't want to be at her grandma's no more, and she just told him like her brother, Danny, would like he was abusive. He was very abusive, and she would tell me like he don't let me do it. Basically, he didn't want her growing up. He didn't want her to become the woman that she had to be. You know, he wanted her to cover herself and hide, and she just couldn't. She just had a, you know, she was becoming a woman. She had a body, and he just didn't want it. And he would call her the N word and things like that, and the N lover. And I was just like, you want to be working, miss everything. And, you know, and that's why I felt bad for her, because that's why I always thought like, I didn't understand. Like, I was just like, what? Like, why does he say this to her if they're mixed, or, you know, I just didn't understand it. That's why I was just like, this family is just chaotic, you know, but I wanted to help because I understand what it's like. I know. So she called the CPS on herself. She reported them, and the grandma, she got real depressed, and the grandma just said, you know what? You don't want to be here no more. She was, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to go with Gigi, go with Gigi. So she came with me. She just said, what are you going to, that's, was his sister. He was mean to her. You guys, and you know, you guys, she did me dirty down the line, but she had my back for a very long time, and I'm gonna get to some of that. Like, I miss a lot of parts from the beginning because my life is just so much, you guys. There's so much. So time goes on, and she could not get pregnant. Like, she would date these guys, and she would just be like, please, I want to get pregnant, I want to get pregnant. I'm just like, I said, Mama, it's just not the time. It's not the time. Like, but she took care of my son so good. Like, so good. I just told her, like, I gotta work. I gotta make money for us. Like, you stay here, watch the baby. I make money, and, you know, and she would. She would stay there, and she would just like, okay. And I just tell her, what do you want? Like, I'll buy it for you. Just tell me what you want. And she wasn't hard to deal with. Every blue moon, her nails done. She liked to have gel. She loved to do her hair in like little twists, and she was real good at hair. She had like a lot of little rings. I bought her like little $30 rings, like little gold rings, like little fake, you know, ruby, or, you know, but gold, so they wouldn't fade. You know, got her a lot of little $50 rings. You know, little thin tennis bracelets. You know, and she was happy. Like, she was good. Like, I have pictures of me and her. I have a lot of pictures of us. And her grandma just told me, just take care of her, take care of her. I said, as long as she wants to be with me, like, I can't make her be with me, you know. She goes, no, she loves you, she'll listen to you. She goes, ever since you came into my life, you've been good to her, and you've taken care of her. Like, you, no, she respects you, and she don't respect me, you know. But I think what it was is that they were trying to keep her a little girl. She wasn't a little girl. What they wanted to do was hold her back, and she was blossoming. She was beautiful. Beautiful. She blossomed to a beautiful woman. I tell you that right now. When I tell you, the only thing that was bad is that she could not get pregnant, and she would meet these guys that were, you know, so young-minded. You know, they didn't treat her right, and I would tell her, you don't need to be. I love him. I'm like, you know, I wasn't gonna tell her nothing. Go. That's what makes you happy. Go. I'm gonna be here waiting for you. You know, she'll go on for like a week, come back with a whole bunch of clothes, and then be crying. Oh, do you know how she is like? I don't know. So I don't. You know, I could look her up, but I just, you know, my whole thing is that your past is your past. You know, and I have a big, you know, I have a big heart where it's just like I don't look because I don't want to be hurt, and I don't look because I got too much on my plate to see someone that I love. I don't want to see them hurt, because then I feel like I have to help them, and I don't have it. I'm tired. We leave people behind for a reason, and I'm telling you, like, later on down the line. So this is how I say, like, we end up like stop talking. So she would come and stay with me, watch the baby. You know, she would help me watch the baby, whatever, and I would always tell her, like, if I don't come back from Mexico, take the money, go to my mom. This is my mom, drop the baby off, and you could do whatever you want, take all the random money. I always tell her that. This is where my money's at. This is how much it is. This is that. You know, if I don't come back from Mexico, you know, here's my mom's number. I know. You go on the bus, take them to my mom, and you can leave. I always tell her that. If I don't come back from Mexico, because I have to go to Mexico a lot. And she was like, okay. What happened was, like, we were good. Like, my ex-husband treated her like a daughter, like my ex-husband, you know. From what I heard, somehow down the line they started talking. I don't know, like talking how, but if you know I'm going through a divorce or I'm not with him, why would you want to be around somebody that I'm not with no more? You know, it made people think like, is she doing something with him? I don't know if they ever did, but one time my ex-husband wrote and called to my grandma's, and my tia told him she don't want to talk to you because of Lainey. And he goes, I didn't do nothing with her. And they said, well, everybody said they seen her together. He goes, yeah, but I did nothing with her. And they just said, well, that's what they're saying. And she said, you know how she felt about Lainey? He goes, yeah, that's why. He goes, I did nothing with her. So that's why I just felt like on her end, you know, forget the guys. It's girls. At the end of the day, my heart, if someone told me you had to pick your ex-husband or your sister, I would pick my sister, because my mom hated her. My mom don't like nobody. My mom don't like Jessica. My mom don't like nobody. I don't like Jessica. I'm like, Mom, you don't even know Jessica. Shut up. Yeah, my mom, she's like, I don't trust her. She has all your money. I said, Mother, then come to me. Then come to Texas. You don't even come to visit me, you know? And I tell my mom, I can't. My kids. Or when am I? Chopped liver? You know, I tell my mom. I don't care. Like, I would tell her, come see me. And that's what I would say, too. I told her, like, you know, like, and that's what I say, too. Like, that's how we stopped talking because of that. But my thing was, too, like, she would go places and come back with all this stuff. And she, like, you would think, here goes a pair of shoes for you. Nothing. That's why I was like, it just shows when it just started to show, like, I give her so much, but she goes with these guys and, you know, I don't want to say tricking. It wasn't necessarily tricking. She did what she did. Shit. She hustled up. Period. Because men want things from women, and that's that. And if you can get what you can get what you can get. Period. I always say that. Like, don't sit there and let someone take from you, use you, and you try to be a wife to someone who don't respect you as a wife. Some people get in relationships and they're trying to, let me cook for him and clean for him and let me wash his clothes. Let me prove to him I'm a good woman. For what? You think you're the only one? Until you have someone's car keys, house keys, phone number lock, all that, then don't do wife stuff. You don't do that. Because then you get nothing. You're there crying, boo-hooing. You don't do that. A lot of times men have a trap house or a bachelor house, and then they have a house with their wife and their kids are at. And I just felt like she would leave and come back, and then she would have all this stuff, and she'd be like, I got this. And I'm like, you didn't get me a $20 pair of slides. J slides were like $25 back then. We as women, yeah. Gigi speaking from, I speak from facts. I know. I've lived that hard life. Trust me. So, and I'm like, she's out there doing it anyways. Might as well, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's what her grandma didn't want for her. But what am I supposed to do? She wants to go to school with nice clothes, nice things, you know, like what I gave her just wasn't enough. She wanted more and more and more. Like, what I could give her was just not enough. I had my own bills. I had real people bills. And that's why I would get mad at her. I'm like, girl, you just spent $1,000 on stuff. Like, we got bills. Like you should have paid the light bill or something. She's like asking for money or whatever. I'm just like, it's not the point, mama. Like, and that's when we started bumping heads, is because she was living with me for so long, and I've been giving her. And when she started making her little licks and her little hustles and her little yoo-hoo-hoos, she just didn't, like, she wasn't helping. I'm like, this can't keep going this way. No. That's poo-poo. She's shaking the juice everywhere. No. Pow-pows. Uh-oh. Juice. That's why I say, too, like, if you let someone walk all over you, they're going to walk all over you. And I let her for so long that, no. Yeah, juice. So, like, that's how we fell apart. She should have definitely could. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's my fault because I let people have it that way, you know? That just drains you. That's what I'm saying, you guys. It's my fault. That's why I tell you guys, like, that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, okay, for instance, I'll let someone come on my makeup page, right? I let them come to my makeup page, let them gain followers and supporters, and it's like, where are they? I let them do these things to me So when I say something, it's like Gigi's the bad guy. Gigi's the bad person. Because Gigi let me do this. And now that I'm doing this and I'm doing good and I'm not caring about Gigi, she's mad. It's not that I'm mad. I'm just disappointed. Like, did you forget that I was here? That I helped you? That I'm going through something? That I'm suffering? That I might need help? That I might need to share? A pat on the back? You know? So, that's how we stopped talking. So anyways, where was I before that? So yeah, Lainey was living with me. And one day, I get locked up for like 24 hours. We were downtown. Lainey was at home. And I meet this girl named Vanessa. Now, when I met Vanessa, she was leaving out. She was leaving out. I was only on a 24-hour hold. Right? People just use you because you care. And so she was on her way out. I was leaving out. We got each other's number. I liked her. Her last name kind of matched my last name. So we ended up meeting up. I had no idea the stuff that was going to come from her. Oh my goodness. And this is what I tell you guys. Being so hidden for so long, so many years, to finally explore and like not be scared to go places and do things, because now I have a car, now I can, you know, I have a house, my bills are paid, you know, like I knew I could do these things, you know, I knew how to budget, I knew I had to budget. Let me tell you something. Meeting people and the life they have lived, and then us going together, like it was bad. I had met her and we started chilling after she got out. I got out. I said, hey, what's up, chick? Like I liked her. I got off to her. And she would call me and then not call me. Call me and not call me. And then one day I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Let's chill. And she goes, I gotta be good. My baby's with me. And I'm like, what's, you know, that's cool. You got a baby. I got a baby. They can play together. I pick her up one day and she's like, hey, let's stop by here. Let's get this. Wah. And I'm like, bet. And what are you trying to get? And she's like, I was like, I got that. At this time, I didn't understand. In my household, in my life, and, you know, the things that people did, it wasn't hidden. My family wasn't like so-and-so's on. People did it in front of you. It wasn't like, hide it, here comes it. It wasn't like that. So when people said they did that or they used that, sugar cookies, brownie cookies, I didn't understand exactly. I didn't understand that it was looked down upon. Later on down the line, I started understanding it was looked down upon. Like, I didn't understand, like, this was not I don't know, what do you mean? In a way you were used to seeing it. Basically, there was no shame in it. There was no shame in it. It was no shame if you were addicted to, you know, chocolate chip cookies, sugar cookies. It was not a bad thing. As long as you could pay your bills, you're doing fine. Oh, my dad's mom would call it, they're just partying. Because that's how it was. It was like you hang out, you go to the clubs Fridays, Saturdays. Sunday recover, back to work Mondays. It was never where you were full-blown 24/7 on the hunt for it, selling this, selling that. Buy my phone. I got this from the store. Take it. You understand? And like my grandma feels like if you don't get sick, then it's not a bad thing. You know, having ice cubes in your tea, if you don't get sick, it's not a bad thing. Understand? And that's how my grandma thinks. Because she's dealt with all her kids have cirrhosis of the liver. And my uncles, a couple of them, have passed away from, you know, brownies. Eating a whole bunch of brownies. So she hates that, you know. She don't like brownies. So that's why she's just like, look, y'all could do anything else but brownies, and I'm okay with it. And they're okay with it. She's lost her house because of it. So many reports, so many people showing up. She's lost her house from it, and she's still okay with it. My dad's still pending his thing because of my aunt. My dad's still pending. So yeah, so she comes to my house, Vanessa, one day, and she, you know, I'm on, you know, medication for my mental health, and I take it as I'm supposed to, you know, and this is where my whole world just goes like up and down. You know, we would, you know, hang out, drink, you know, have a couple of drinks, relax, watch TV. Back then I would like Black and Miles and stuff like that, and one day we were there with the kids. I heard a big old thud. Doom. Like, what is that? And there was a smell, you guys. I could smell something. And I was like, what's that smell? Nothing, buddy. Mind your business. Don't be listening over here. Let me get off, you guys, because he's being too in my business. There's one thing I don't want him is in my business when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, you guys, there was a smell. I could smell a smell. I kept saying, what are you doing in there? And then she's like, I'm doing my makeup. And I thought she was like burning a pencil. You know, you do your eyebrows back in the day. This is old school. This is a long time ago. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's that pencil, you know. But there was a smell. I just could not get that smell out of my mind. I knew I smelled it from somewhere. I'm going to do a part 6 tomorrow, you guys. Try to do it without these people. I need you to like and comment if you like the videos. It's free, you guys. I don't make nothing from you liking the video or commenting in the video. Okay? Just, yeah, I don't make anything from that. So if that's a hard thing to do, then please don't do it by all means. But this is the only way that I know you guys are enjoying the videos, liking the videos. Good night, honey. Yeah, I'm done for the night. I'm going to complete these. I'm going to do more orders tomorrow. I'm going to mail out what I have tomorrow. And I have the wristlet from the Spoiled Lips. I was hoping to wait till the 1st to send out everything, but I have to send something out for a lady. Send those devil kids of yours to bed already. Why don't you come and do it? Why don't you come and do it? Why don't you send yours? Since you're so worried, Carrie. Or is it Karen? Oh, that's Karen. Sorry. Karen. Good night, mommies. Love you guys. I'm not. Again, you guys, these are people talking about kids. God sees everything. God works in mysterious ways. Whatever God you believe in, my God is a different God than yours, and my God is a powerful God.